Hi Soul Fam, welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every single Monday. If we haven't met before, my name is Frances and I am the founder and lead practitioner at For Noble, and I'm so excited to be connected with you here. Before we get further in the video, please don't forget to subscribe so that you can receive these new readings every single Monday, and I am so honored to share them with you. As always, we are working with the For Noble Tarot deck. If you would like to purchase this deck, I have the link to do so in the description box below. It's all sustainably made, hand illustrated, and I do offer free shipping as well if you're in the United States. So I would love to share that with you. If you do live internationally outside of the United States, I do ship to you. I just ask that you cover the shipping cost yourself. But I'm so honored to be working with this deck, to be connected here with you, and let's dive right in. If you like to skip this part, go ahead and do so. Straight jump to the reading. I always like it when you're here so we can really connect energy and you can share your intention with the cards, but it's totally up to you. Working in the light and the highest for everyone. Whoa, okay, for everyone here is greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person here, spiritual team. Good. Okay. And let's spread the cards. So you know, if you are here often, that when cards fall out while we're shuffling, it's kind of our spiritual teams being like, and this is what you really need to know. So we had 2 fall out here. So let's see what these are, and then I'll hover my hands and pull the additional cards, okay? So the first card, okay. Ooh, the Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. So the Hanged Man, this card, this energy has been coming up. We pulled this previously recently. The Hanged Man is the in-between card. I understand why this is coming through. So we had this huge eclipse on this past Saturday, October 14th. And a lot of people who are in the astrology space, which I do not consider myself an expert, but I follow a lot of people who are, and I have a lot of friends that are astrologers. They were saying that this particular eclipse was really great for like activating change again, right? Like really starting to get things moving because we've been in this really slow, sticky energy. While this is all true, it's also not going to happen overnight, right? This eclipse was on Saturday. It's Monday. It's been 2 days. Now, some of you may have felt an energy shift or seen some things change, but the Hanged Man says to continue being patient, to continue being still. Now, that doesn't mean that things aren't going to start picking up, but we have, I call it Amazon Prime mentality, where we're like, okay, well, this energy change was supposed to happen on Saturday, so where is it? Why isn't it here? Like, nothing is different. I still feel the same. What the heck is going on? Did it not work for me? Were these people lying? Is it not true? Right? And we're like, where is it? If it's not fast enough, your spiritual team is reminding you to still be patient. This energy is happening. The change is coming. It likely has already started in areas of your life, maybe where you haven't really even noticed it yet because we've been waiting for this big, massive, like, boom change. And maybe it's going to be more subtle than that or a little bit slower than that. So just reminding yourself that just because it didn't happen overnight, you didn't get that free next morning 6 a.m. delivery, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Continue being patient throughout this change. Now, what's interesting here is you know this to be true. You know that's not how manifestation usually works. Sometimes we do get that, really quick thing, but most of the time it takes effort. The King of Pentacles is saying, through this patience, through this transition, through this continued energy of change, where are you the master? What do you know to be true? Where can you trust yourself the most? Where can you trust your worthiness and bet on yourself and implement the steps for change that you want? So for example, I'll give you an example from my own life. It's a little bit vulnerable, but I'll share it anyways. Okay, so I'm nervous. That's okay. This is part of it. I am seeking to be a guest expert on more podcasts, specifically podcasts that have a wider audience, because I really want to be able to share what we do here and to share connection with spirit with more people. That's my intention, is to continue sharing this message, to get For Noble Tarot into the eyes and the hands of more people so that they can begin working with this practice, knowing it's not some like woo-woo weird crazy thing, that it's actually a very accessible, beautiful practice, right? There's so many other reasons, but it's something that I really have been working towards, right? And I've been feeling really sticky, really slow. Like nothing's happening, everything's really slow. Like why would they choose me? I don't have, a huge Instagram following. I don't have a huge YouTube following. Like I'm just me in here and connecting with people, and that's enough because I love connecting with you, and I still want to expand wider to continue creating a wider impact and sharing these messages with more people. So, Hangman energy says, Francis, keep being patient, right? Just because you keep getting no emails and just because you keep getting not now. Actually, I've never gotten a no. I've gotten a not right now. So I don't know if that's their nice way or if it's a not right now. I'm taking it as a not right now, and I keep emailing anyways, right? Because my King of Pentacles energy says, Francis, you do know what you're talking about. Francis, you do deserve to, I have to talk myself into it. You do deserve to have these conversations with people just like everyone else there. Yeah, you might not have the 20,000, the 300,000, the million followers on Instagram, but you still have value, you still have knowledge, you still have connection that wants to be shared with the world. So my King of Pentacles energy says, I am worthy. I am going to go for it. I am not going to stand in my own way. This is something that I've committed to in my 30th year. My birthday was on Friday, and I'm like, that is what I am committing to. I am not going to get in my own way, right? Because I am the master in what I know, along with many others in the world, including you. I do deserve to be the person that I want to be, right? So this energy of, and I do have good ideas, and I can trust those good ideas, and I am going to act on them. I'm going to continue sending the emails. I'm going to continue doing all the other things I'm doing because I know how to do it. So what's coming through with this card especially is, what do I have? Instead of what don't I have in this sticky energy? Why is this taking so long? It's what do I have right now? What can I do right now to move through and pull myself up and out of the quicksand that I currently feel like I'm sinking into? Because the universe is on my side. The energy has shifted. But if I don't commit to my own growth and my own forward movement and bet on myself, I'm never going to get out. Everyone else is going to be moving around me, but I'm going to believe the very false story that I am not enough, that I deserve to be in the in-between all the time. And that is just not true. You deserve to be in that King of Pentacles energy. You are enough. You are smart enough. You have enough. No one has your experience or your wisdom. No one. And that is your superpower. That's what makes you royalty. And so it's important to believe that. We hear you loud and clear. Thank you, team. Okay, let's see what else we need to know this week. They're showing me this really beautiful tree. Big, big, big roots. Okay, so 3 cards here. So big roots, this tree, so this energy of grounding. Again, a lot of us, they keep bringing up this astrological event that we're like, we should be moving, we should be faster, da, 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 da. Yes and no, right? The energy is there, but it is going to take time to step back into it, right? It's not a 0 to 60. We got to go through the 0 to the 20 to the 40 to the 60. Yeah, but let's see what else is going on here. So in addition to remaining grounded and patient, we also have, that's so funny, Temperance is the patience card. Literally, as I said patient, we flipped Temperance. This is the give it time. This is the give yourself the time and space to hear what's coming through in the heart space, to hear what's coming through the intuition. And this card is a little bit in, a little bit out. What that means is maybe you have your foot in a lot of different areas right now. And maybe that's why things are going slowly, which thank you, team. Because if we were going at 100 in all of the areas that require our attention right now, we would burn out so fast. So this patient energy is being asked of us so we can actually be present and very intentional in many areas at once and not burn out and be able to actually be there and enjoy it. Yeah. Part 2 of Temperance is to take the time to listen to the heart and to listen to the third eye and to trust. That might even come in then with King of Pentacles. What do I know to be true about me? And how can I start building up my confidence and my trust in myself, in my mastery, in my wisdom, so I can then apply that forward in my life? And the only way to do that is to get quiet and to be still and to slow down. Yeah, to ground, to root, to rise. Yeah. We also, gosh, so many major cards this week. Goodness me. We also have the World. The World card is, the world is your oyster. This might also be a travel card if any of you have travel plans or like you want to book the trip. This is a great week to do that. But the World card in a more holistic view is about, in the guidebook to the Four Noble Tarot book, it says, the world is your oyster and you are the pearl. Like you bring that unique magic to the everyday. And so spending some time this week with this Temperance card, with this World card, what is it that's special about you? What is it that you really, 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 really want? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to travel? Either figuratively or literally. And how can you bet on yourself? It's a big theme coming up. Bet on yourself. Trust yourself enough to know, I might not know how I'm going to get there, but I know I'm going. And I'm not going to stop for anything because I deserve this. I trust myself. I can get quiet and hear the guidance from the heart and the third eye space. I know I can take my time because my spiritual team told me there is no rush. But I deserve to have what I want, big or small. Yeah. So, what are those big, big dreams? And it doesn't necessarily mean the big dreams like being on the podcast. It might be the big dream of, I want to wake up every day feeling peaceful and happy. That's a huge dream. It's a beautiful dream. So how then are you going to implement action steps through King of Pentacles energy, through Temperance energy of being peaceful and happy when you wake up every day? Yeah? Because it's possible. It's just a matter of doing it and trusting that you are worthy of it. Okay? And then our last card here. Gosh, remember I said we have a lot of major cards. Okay, so of the 5 cards we pulled today, 4 are major cards. So big transitions this week. Again, going along with this energy that we had on Saturday, this eclipse energy. It's like huge transitions, but it's funny because we're like, well, where is it? I don't see it. It's because a lot of it is internal, getting out of our own way. And the reason I'm bringing this up again, the Lovers. This is the card of vulnerability, of exposing your heart, letting yourself be cracked open to your big desires. How many times are we like, I'm afraid to even want it because what if it doesn't happen? We're limiting ourselves. We're not even allowing ourselves to be in the energy of the dream. So then how can we expect to actually live it if we can't even imagine it, right? The Lovers card is asking you to be vulnerable, to share. Kind of like that podcast example. Like I'm still feeling a little embarrassed about it, but it's like, you know what? That is what I really want. And it's okay to want what I want. It's okay. It's okay to want what I want. I don't have to feel embarrassed about wanting what I want. If I want love, if I want money, if I want this specific thing, it's okay to want it. I don't have to be embarrassed about that. And that I feel is what the Lovers card is saying, because there's that huge hit when that came through. It's like they said this before, like you're the only you, right? And so of course you're going to have your own desires and of course you're going to have your own dreams, but not being afraid to share those is a really important step in manifesting them. Because again, if you can't speak them, if you can't dream them, if you can't even allow yourself to go there and see them, how do you expect them to happen in reality? How do you expect them to happen in your real life? Yeah. So this week, getting really clear on what your heart is asking for and getting out of your own way in terms of allowing yourself to really want it, and getting out of your own way in terms of trusting that you are equipped and you have enough and you are enough to have those things. Okay? Because that's what King of Pentacles says. Like, you are the master. So if it's not happening, it's because of something you're doing. right? To a point. It's not your fault, but it's because there's a piece of you that hasn't really fully bet on yourself yet. Why? You have the mastery. You have the heart center. You have the intuitive strength. You have the vulnerability to get out there and just do it without feeling embarrassed. If you fail, if you do it, there's sometimes embarrassment around success. Why? You took the chance, right? So be proud of that, knowing that it might not happen tomorrow. Even though the energy is moving in that direction, our very linear human time, there might still be some space there that we need to continue to move through. And in that space, how we are going to, I don't want to say fill it, but how we are going to expand within it is our internal work, our self-love, our worthiness, our confidence, our trust in the self, and our very, very clear desires about where we want to go. And that our unique magic is what's going to get us there. Dang, this was a good reading. Thank you, team. Really empowering, I hope. So thank you for being here. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, or if you'd like to share how this resonated with you or what you are currently dreaming about, kind of like that podcasting with me. Like maybe you are ready to share, or maybe not ready, but want to embrace that vulnerability of the lovers and share it anyways, what it is that you really, really want. Please feel free to share that in the comments so we can all cheer you on. If you feel called to donate, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. This helps me to show up with energy for you every single week, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, please like this video. That really helps me out. And please subscribe to this channel. Something else that I am really working towards coming into that step of vulnerability is I would really like to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the year. I really want to expand this community, and I feel a little bit in that hangman energy where I just keep running into these imaginary walls. They're definitely energetic. There's nothing logistic really that's happening, but it's kind of this like, I just want to connect with more people. And sometimes I feel like these algorithms on YouTube or on Instagram make it really hard for the little guy. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you have a friend who you think would benefit from these videos or who would enjoy them, please feel free to share it with them and ask them to subscribe. But in the meantime, I'm just so grateful to be connected here with you. I can't wait to connect again next Monday for our new video, and I hope you have a beautiful week.